Good morning. Day 49, Thursday. Health update. We got the blood tests back. My sodium levels are way lower than they should be. Get these eye drops out of my pocket before I forget. Put them on the desk so I don't lose them. Sodium levels are a lot lower than they should be. Magnesium's down, potassium's down. She said I need to eat more protein. And so the electrolyte drink is going to help with the sodium, magnesium, and potassium. She said I need to eat more protein. And, she didn't say eat more food. She said eat more protein. And I asked her, I said, well, I'm already at X amount of calories and I'm still losing belly fat, so I don't want to stall that. And she was like, you know what? Eat a chicken breast. Or a steak, or whatever. She goes, chicken breast is the highest in protein. She goes, so continue eating what you're eating, just add a chicken breast to that. She goes, the calories from that are not going to add fat to your body. It's protein. She goes, or you can take a protein drink. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. There's too much other crap in the protein drinks that I don't want. So she said, just incorporate a chicken breast into your diet. Somewhere during the day, incorporate a chicken breast into your diet. And I said, well, I only eat one meal a day and it's a pretty filling meal, and she's like, well, add a chicken breast to it. She said the electrolyte drink should take care of everything else. What else was there? Oh yeah. And then she told me that I might be causing this thumb to stay damaged because I'm constantly forcing it to bend. She said, stop forcing it. So that's as far as I can bend it in the mornings. That's it. That's as far as it goes without pain. That's as far as I can bend it. I usually force myself to bend my thumb so I can grip my weight. She said, try to work around it. Just try to work around it without forcing it to bend. And I said, I really need to be able to use my thumb. She said, yes, but by forcing it constantly, you might be causing it more damage, and it might be taking longer to heal because of that. She said, try to work around not forcing it to bend. She goes, if you can bend it a little bit, that's a good sign, and with no pain. She said, so just try not to force it to bend, because she thinks that I'm causing more damage by forcing that tendon, the knuckle to bend. She said she thinks I'm causing more damage than good, so try not to force it to bend. She said just try to work around it, figure out a way to work around it, and try not to force it to bend. She said the reason for the cramping in my leg, and sometimes I get a cramp right here in my neck, like if I bend my head down a certain way or something, or turn my head a certain way, I'll get a cramp right here. Very seldom, but once in a while I'll get a cramp in my arm or something. She said it's because of, my potassium and sodium are down. So the electrolyte drink should take care of that. She said it might take a couple of weeks of drinking that to build up in my system and be able to get everything working correctly again, but she said she's pretty sure that'll take care of that. She also suggested that 2 weeks we do another blood test to check my sodium levels, and if they're still low, she said instead of salting everything I eat so much that all I taste is salt anymore, she's going to recommend me taking salt tablets. So a lot of construction workers and people like that, outside workers, will take salt tablets because it forces you to drink. It makes you thirsty and it forces you to drink. But that's not my problem. I drink plenty of liquids. My problem is my sodium levels are always really low. So I am salting the hell out of everything I eat. And it's ironic to me that I can explain to people I have low sodium, I need salt, but yet when they see me salting something, they're like, damn, dude, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. And I'm like, I don't know how to explain it any more clear. I need salt. You can't explain it to some people. So, but my doctor said that if my sodium levels don't get straightened out by the electrolyte drink and the amount of salt that I'm eating on top of that, she said she might just recommend that I start taking salt tablets. Because if I take a salt tablet at night before I go to bed, then when I wake up in the morning, my sodium levels should be okay. And if I take a salt tablet in the morning, when I get up, that should keep my sodium levels fairly level throughout the day, along with, you know, putting a little bit of salt on my food. She said I won't have to use near as much. And then the electrolyte drink, of course, has sodium in it, so that's going to help maintain my sodium levels. But that's the main thing we're concerned about. My blood sugar is always low because I'm hypoglycemic, and my blood pressure is always low. When she checked my blood pressure, when I went in Monday and she checked my blood pressure, it was 95/63, which is extremely low. Normally, I told her, normally I check my blood pressure daily. Normally I'm like in the 100/65 or 67 range. And she was like, well, that's good. And their machines are different than mine. So it's hard to tell who's the most accurate. But I don't want it to get below 90/60. That's when it starts causing you some serious problems. So we don't want it to get that low. So we're working on some things. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to do my workout without being able to bend my thumb. That's it. That's as far as I can bend it without pain. I don't know how I'm going to do my curls not being able to bend my thumb, but we're going to try it today. Day 49, Thursday. Nearing the end of the week. I'm excited about the end of the week because that means I get to rest for 2 days. So let's give this a shot and see how it goes. No promises. Yeah, I can't even grip that weight without that thumb. But it doesn't hurt. I mean, my hand, it does hurt, but not like it's been. Yeah, it actually feels better. Okay, set them down for a minute. Yeah, it doesn't hurt as bad. So she said by forcing it to bend all the time, I'm probably causing it to become inflamed right here, swell up, become inflamed, and that's hindering the healing. So she said, try not to force it to bend if you can at all avoid it. And this is my first time trying to work out without being able to bend that thumb. But when I picked up the weight, it didn't hurt right here like it normally does. So it's not as tender. So she told me all of this yesterday evening. Normally before I go to bed, and when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep, or before I go to sleep, I'll force that thumb to bend, because when I wake up in the morning, it's so stiff it won't bend at all. I mean, that's it. So then I sit in the chair and I force it to bend for an hour so I can grip the weight. She said to stop doing all that. She thinks it's causing more damage than good. So we're going to stop doing that. We're going to see what happens. I got today and tomorrow to work out. Then I can rest over the weekend, and I won't force it to bend over the weekend. We'll see what happens on Monday. But this is my first workout of the day, by the way. Need to get a better grip on the weights. She said if I eat more protein, that'll help my muscles more too. She said it'll help my muscles recover faster, rebuild the tissue faster, so that I don't get fatigued as easily as I am now. So I guess I'm adding a chicken breast to my evening meal. All right, first workout of day 49. Sure do appreciate y'all sticking with me. We have tomorrow and then 2 more weeks. 10 more workout days to top off the first 90 days. And I can't wait. It is so awesome. If you're new here, click the playlist. Watch my journey from the beginning. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. I will see you all on Friday. 2 more sets to go.